Yo, what up? It's me, Javs on Twitch, here on a Saturday for another watch party stream. Although I have no idea what we're watch partying. I think there was a couple ideas that I forgot about all of them already. Talk about Bruce Willis a little bit, diehards and whatnot. I think there was a few other suggestions, but it wasn't so overwhelming anything yet. So we'll probably have to figure that out tonight. My wife got home. That's why I'm so late, by the way. My wife got home tonight from her super long trip. So this has been a very long week, and I'm definitely ready to, relax and chill and have a good night. So here we are for a Saturday. And I also got gifted a game on Thursday as well when we were playing Lost Ark a little bit. So, of course, I can always continue to play Lost Ark forever and ever, because that game seems to be endless. I don't know, I was thinking about it. I feel like I need the game to have an ending. Even in Path of Exile, like, the League ends eventually. I never play Standard. I feel like the ending is something that I need. I'm clear, I guess I can say, oh, I only want to make it to this, and then that'll be the end. Potentially, but yeah. This was but it's April now. It's April. The weather this week was all over the place. It was March definitely waited until the beginning of spring to throw us another winter real quick right at the end. It's a ugly finger. We're here with the chill tunes tonight as well. This one's deep with the bass. I like it actually. Very atmospheric. Very atmospheric. So yeah, if I'm gonna play Red Dead Redemption 2 is what I got gifted. Apparently there's a couple of videos I should be watching for the storyline. But I really want to test the performance of the game. I did boot it up earlier today, and I have my task manager up here too, so I can check on the numbers a little bit for doing it. Sometimes it's hard to test on live stream whether or not it's going to work out or not, but I can adjust the settings. I pretty much left everything default for the beginning now. So I might test that out today. I think is a pretty good idea as a potential thing to do. I didn't really plan out a gaming portion for this week. Or a watch party portion, apparently. I guess I could check the public note. We did watch Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, though, on Thursday as a late night bonus. So that was actually, I had never seen it before, actually. It was like one of those movies where I think when it came out or when I saw the preview, I was like, yeah, I would watch that. And then a bunch of people referenced it and mentioned it in my life. And I was like, oh, that sounds like something I would want to watch. And then the first time I watched it was on Thursday. So it was pretty silly. It's pretty silly humor, right? It's to me it reminded me of Mad Libs, where they wrote a story basically and then just replaced all the names with some crazy new made up thing. But it was pretty out there, I suppose. Had all the different weird quirks with all the characters and stuff. But yeah, so on here we watched Undone already. Oh, this was our women's celebration choices. So we do have Fleabag still on here. I guess I could move these down now. This is what I'm looking at as my OneNote here. I guess this would be a better view for this one. So yeah, these are the other choices that we had. I think Blow the Man Down was another one that was pretty high up on the list last time. People had mentioned that one. So I think we can just put it like that. Them we never watched either. Some of these other ones are more ridiculous requests. Sound of Metal, I guess I wanted to watch. Yeah. Some of these ones I've already seen. And these ones we can't watch. And then I guess Die Hard was on the list, maybe. We had talked about that because of the recent news about Bruce Willis' health and not being able to, and basically retiring from acting. So it does not sound good either. But I don't know, you know. I don't know what his healthcare is like and what he's doing with it, so. The doctors. This one is very, like, upbeat. Seems like Southern guitar riff. So I guess I'll leave this over here. We got more suggestions coming in. I'm gonna go with. There we go. Get something in the chat. Alright, I think that it's working. Alright, let me, I'm gonna put this over here. I've been doing a bunch of teleparties, I guess, as well. Rewatching all the Batman stuff. I did mention on Thursday as well, too. I think we're up to the Bale ones now, though. We watched Keaton, Kilmer, and Clooney already. So Bale is next. Bale is a long project, though, because it's 3 movies, and those movies are longer than the movies of old were like 2 hours long, like slightly over 2 hours long, and I remember those movies being long at the time. So now movies have, for at least the big production movies, like the superhero stuff and Dune and all that kind of stuff. So it's like 3 hours now is what the people are allowed to sit without feeling like you need to leave or take a break. Usually if they have a 3-hour play, I feel like they always have an intermission though. So hopefully we don't get to the point where we I just spilled my drink everywhere. I don't know why it leaks like that. It's a straw. Alright, let's let up Red Dead Redemption. We might have to adjust the sound as well. On this. And then I also want to look at my my CPU and all that jazz while we're rolling. Although we'll have slightly better performance because the Task Manager takes some performance, I guess. Now I have to figure out where to put my camera, and I should make a splash screen for the start too, if we're gonna start on Thursday. It's a very large download. It's like 120 gigs. Probably gonna be really, really silly loud. I guess I can stop this. So I suspect the camera will be something like this, but we'll have to see. Yeah, so the only thing I looked at with the settings before was I took a peek in the here to make for subtitles, but that was on by default already, so that's fine. And then I did look in the graphics for this stuff. I turned off VSync. We'll have to see if there's a lot of screen tearing. And then everything else I just left as the default. So I turned off motion blur. I guess I want to double check to make sure there's no screen shake or anything like that. I do not like screen shake. Green space, lulls. Reflection is fine, I guess. We'll have to see. There's some games, certain single settings like really mess up the performance. And since I'm streaming it, I'm always need to look at this. But my video memory is in good condition against this game, at least it looks like. And then audio, we'll probably have to turn down a little bit. Let's start at like half, and then we'll see. Does this have other options? Headphones. Headphones is probably the best, right? Oh, there's push to talk in this game. Oh, there's an online. I'm gonna not play the online right now. I think I also set it so that story couldn't have random people join. I changed that as well, and then I changed this to Fahrenheit because I'm a stupid American. Lulz. Yo, what up, Captain Wales? How you doing? Are you playing Red Dead? VPR gifted me the game on Thursday, so we're gonna test it today to see if I can stream it. So we've there's been multiple issues with some games, so usually it's hard to test it without like a test stream since it's completely new software. Yeah. So we'll see how it runs on my computer. I mean, I have a pretty good computer and a pretty good graphics card, so it should be fine. But sometimes when you do it at the same time as streaming, it might look like shit. So if it looks like shit, we'll have to figure something else out. Lower the settings. But if it all works out pretty good, then we'll play it on Thursday. I think I'll start on Thursday. So online's a money grab. It's like new versions of GTA. Is that what you're saying? Or you mean they're not doing any updates for this for the online? I think GTA has always been more of an online game, though, right? So they probably this game would need a bigger following, maybe, for them to pay attention as much. But I don't know. I actually, when I was signing into this, it said that I needed to. It said that I needed to sign into my Rockstar account, and I just randomly guessed, right? And I got in, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I do have a Rockstar account." But when I went into the sync link accounts or whatever, it only has my Xbox and PlayStation, nothing for a PC. So I actually have only played Rockstar games on console, I think, to this point, or at least ones that force me to sign in, maybe. Which is probably true. What else has Rockstar made? It's Grand Theft Auto for sure. The last one I played that. So the plan for Red Dead Redemption 2 is to play the story, but I did not and to play the story solo, by the way, not with like an online or whatever, if that's an option. So and to do it blind mostly. I did start up the game earlier today to make sure that it runs correctly. And idling in the starting screen, the game is not doing anything wacky to my computer. So all the beginning checks are fine. I didn't. What one thing I noticed with this game is you can pause it during a cutscene and it stops like right in the middle of the cutscene. So that's really cool. That's nice. I wish all games had that. Usually you have to like skip through the cutscene or something and get to a stopping point before the game allows you to put any input in. So that's kind of cool, but that might be a performance heavy thing. So I don't know when this game, when did this game actually release? Is this like an older? Not too. It's pretty decently new, right? I feel like it's like within the last 5 years, right? Or maybe sooner. It was like last year, 2 years ago. Something like that. So I know there's it's a lot of story and a lot of cutscenes, right? So you're gonna be sitting and watching cutscenes probably before you even get to play for like a whole 15 minutes or something. I don't know how long the first cutscene is. I also got some stuff on my Discord. It's Red Dead Redemption 1 recaps. But they're pretty long, actually. One's like 20 minutes. So, I don't know. You all maybe need to tell me if I think I need a recap or not. Let's start with the game first, I think. And then, if it's like highly confusing, maybe we can go back and take a look. But I need to check my performance as well for all this stuff. And then we also need to figure out where to put the camera. So I can edit this one. So, you know, center screen obviously is a good choice. But, you know, I'll be around here somewhere. This is I guess we don't have to pay too much attention if I restart on Thursday. Age of Outlaws and Gunslingers was at its end. 1880 whatever. America was becoming a land of laws. Was becoming? Lol XD. Even the West had mostly been tamed. Few gangs still around, but they were being hunted down and destroyed. I mean, this font kind of sucks. They should at least have subtitles for this. If they're gonna have like customized font like that. It's like really hard to read. I guess having a font that's cursive is old, right? No one's gonna be writing a cursive anymore, really, right? People might not even know how to write soon enough. Everything's voice controlled and stuff. Maybe it makes sense to be off screen, as it's gonna be widescreen like this. We'll have to pick a corner, maybe.
Abigail says he's dying, Dutch. We'll have to stop someplace.
Okay, Arthur's out looking. I sent him up ahead.
If we don't stop soon, we'll all be dying. This weather, it's May.
I might have turned down the
I'm
sound
just
too much.
hoping the law got as lost as we did.
There. Arthur! Any luck?
Do you guys feel that it's low? I think it's low for me. I'm usually here. I think because they put the dialogue down. We'll have to be kind of careful with the... I think max audio is usually... I do it, maybe I have my stream turned down a little bit though. But usually max volume is not correct. Let's try 2 notches down. Did that save? I can never tell with these things if it saves or not. This is automatic, right?
I found a place where we can get some shelter. Let Davy rest while he... You know... An old mining...
My stream didn't refresh though. Or maybe it did. Oh, alright, maybe it's fine.
Town. Abandoned. It ain't far. Come on! Come on! Yeah!
Nah, it looks like a slideshow. It doesn't look good. What should we try? Graphics down a little bit. Run benchmark tests. Does auto change everything? It's just this one setting. All right. Okay. I could get out the game and then reset too. How do I change? The preset level doesn't change. Restored, restore default. I don't want to go through every setting. Oh, you know what happened? I think I switched it through NVIDIA. Oh. Wait, I can't restore default right now. I just want to go back to I want to go back to the title screen actually. Graphics. All right, let me just based on my hardware. Oh, now it works. Okay, favorite quality. What is this? Favorite performance? Okay. Let's go here then. And then this one. Okay, let's try this.
Bring him in here!
It still doesn't look very good.
Miss Gaskell, get that fire lit, quick. Miss Jones, bring in whatever blankets we have. Mr. Pearson, see what we've got in terms of food.
Davy's dead.
There was nothing more you could have done.
What are we gonna do? We need supplies.
Well, first of all, you're gonna stay here, and you are gonna get yourself warm. Now, I sent John and Micah scouting out ahead. Arthur and I, we're gonna ride out,
See if we can find one of them.
And this?
Just for a short bit. And I don't see what other choice we have. Listen. Listen to me, all of you, for a moment. Now, we've had, well, a bad couple of days. I loved Davy, Jenny, Sean, Mac. They may be okay. We don't know. But we lost some folks.
It's skipping a lot, actually.
Now, if I could throw myself in the ground in their stead, I'd do it. Gladly. But we are gonna ride out, and we are gonna find some...
Let's try full screen, maybe. I guess VSync was on before, maybe.
Food. Everybody, we're safe now. There ain't nobody following us through a storm like this one. And by the time they get here, well, we're gonna be long gone. We've been through worse than this before. Mr. Pearson, Miss Grimshaw, I need you to turn this place into a camp. We may be here for a few days. Now, all of you, get yourselves warm. Stay strong. Stay with me. We ain't done yet. Come on, Arthur.
All right. We've got some work to do.
We ain't run into them yet, so they both must have headed down the hill.
Now it looks okay, actually.
Hey, I ain't had time to ask. What really went down back there on that boat?
We missed you. That's what happened. Come on. Oh.
Hey, you need horses?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mr. Smith, get yourself indoors. You need to rest that hand.
I'll live.
Get indoors, son. Bye. We need you strong.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Ain't sure what we're gonna find out here, Dutch.
Actually, looks smooth now. Looks smooth.
We have to try. Stay close and we'll do our best to stick to the trail.
This goddamn weather!
Been 2 days or more like this now. It has to blow over soon. Are you sure this is the right way?
Can I run?
Yeah.
Actually, I think it looks fine.
We're going to lose each other if we keep riding on.
I mean, you all need to tell me sound and my voice. Like, you need to be able to hear my voice clearly. I'm like pretty close to the mic. And then I'm looking at, can I move the mouse and it stays
Careful over
smooth
this
here
bridge here.
on the stream?
Idiot.
Idiot because I bumped into? Is that what he's saying? This slows me down? If you want to stop immediately. How long does it take if we run and then just stop?
He's the last one.
It takes an extra
Arthur.
gallop.
No more.
That's
We
probably
need to
not
get
gonna
those people warm and fed.
At least we don't
not gonna
need
be
to worry
that
about
big of a deal,
Pinkertons
probably.
tailing us in this.
A couple more days, we'll be on the other side.
I mean, precise
You
controlling is
need
never
to help
bad though,
me pick the others back up.
as long as it doesn't
You're the only
intrude
one
on the
I can
easier
rely
way
on to stay
or the
strong
lazier
right
way.
now.
We got fire and shelter. That's a start.
Talk to Dutch with left click. Is that right? It says left click? There's a compass? Oh. There's actually a compass on the bottom. So I think we have to not be there. Top, I guess? Do we just go top? I mean, I guess this could also be like this as well. I could also do it like this. Everything trail one side. I usually like doing it. We could do all different corners, I guess, as well. The controls are on the bottom right.
I think I see something up the path.
I mean, it kind of doesn't matter. Can I zoom in? No. This is my guy, some white dude with the full beard. Okay.
You up ahead. Who's there? Micah,
Gentlemen,
found anything?
I think so. Found a little homestead down that way.
Okay. Anyone home?
Sure. Place is blazing with light and noise.
You know what? I think we can actually go a little bit louder. Maybe it gets louder with the gunshots later and stuff.
Sounded like a party.
Let's go see.
Follow me. How's Davy doing?
He didn't make it. Nor did little Jenny.
That's too bad. Davy was a real fighter. Both of them calendar boys is, or was.
Yeah,
And Mac, Sean,
we don't know.
quite a business.
So the map
I'm glad
has
you're
yellow as the
alive,
objective
Micah.
person. So Micah's the one in the front.
Hey, have you seen John, Micah?
Didn't see much of anything once this storm came in.
He hasn't seen him.
He'll be fine. Things always turn out right for that boy.
I hope Mac and Sean are still out there somewhere too. Move up, Arthur. I'll cover the rear.
Coming through.
Go on.
Can we scroll our objective? In that bottom screen? Look, hold down. Oh, it's right click.
Whoa. You sure about this, man?
Alright, I get it.
Mr. Morgan, I never thought I would be so pleased to see your face. Been kind of lonely out here.
This is gonna be RF.
Where's everyone else? Old mining camp, back up the hill. Huddled around a fire, waiting for Daddy to put food on the table. Said it before, we got too many mouths to feed. Well, we got a few less now, so you should be happy. That ain't fair, Arthur. I earn my share. You think it's unreasonable to expect others to do the same? So,
A lot of dialogue.
you speak to the people there already?
I guess this is like the loading screen. They built it. They built it into the story.
Just following orders.
Usually,
You know
games
me.
that do this are pretty
I'm a good
pretty
boy.
good.
Right. Okay. God damn it. Let's keep it down now, gentlemen. It's just up ahead.
Snuff and stash those lanterns, boys. Best you two lie low on this.
It was keeping me on a straight line.
Okay, let's head down there.
This is a stealth mission, I guess. Health bar is displayed in the lower left. Right next to the map. Actually, I would love it if this game's interface has all of the stuff like in one, like all right next to the outer bar shows remaining health, the level of inner.
Let's hitch up here.
I guess. All right. I think it's actually going to be like this for this game. It's actually going to be like half screen, I think. Best. Let's see if this how close this is. Actually, let's do it without me. Yeah. Oh. I guess I am in the right spot then. Because my health will be right next to this. I might be able to go a little lower, maybe. You have to get off the horse. E to get off. So how do I switch here?
Get off of the damn horse.
There's two notches at the bottom, right? Is there a way to switch between the two? The
What
arrows?
are you waiting for? We're freezing here.
It's not the scroll button. Maybe I'm not allowed to. Oh. One is a different order. Approach the post. Okay. That's situational. I guess that's pretty good design. So if you're like far off from the objective, though, it's a little babying though, I guess. But
One lonely man is a lot less intimidating than three
the
nasty
E's are
looking
action button.
degenerates.
RF, I guess,
And
is
that guy's
dialogue.
shed on the left. Micah, get down
That's pretty
behind that
common.
wagon in front.
Q is cover though. Okay. Can I still run like this? Which shed? This shed?
Arthur, get in position. Come on. Hello?
Shut up, Billy.
Excuse me. Hello? Oh, well, hello, friend.
What you want?
I am very sorry to disturb you. My friends and I, well, we got into some trouble up the way, lost in the storm. Gentlemen,
We can't help you, mister.
I got folks
Arthur,
dying on the trail.
Arthur, we got a problem.
There's a guy behind.
There's a corpse right here.
Now, I just
Arthur,
need some
there's a
cans
body
of food
in the
or
wagon.
something.
I hear you. Just
Gentlemen,
keep your eyes on Dutch.
please.
I think you should go now, buddy.
Tab is the weapon wheel. Select a weapon. It's a scroll wheel, right? Damage, range, fire rate, reload, accuracy, condition. And then there's also extra options on here, but we can't change it right now. We have 49 bullets. Condition, accuracy. These ones only have the top two. More damage with a knife. What is R? It won't let me press it right now.
I ain't asking.
Yeah.
I am
Can you see my health? Yeah, you can.
kind of desperate.
Hey, I don't believe it. Come here, partner.
We can go a little lower,
Come
right?
here. It's goddamn Dutch Vanderlyn, you morons! Colm is gonna shit his pants. Put your hands up.
Who am I shooting?
Watch yourself. You wait.
I had to reload that much. Wait, I thought D was peak. Oh, there we go.
There's another one shot by the window.
Ready for you. You sons of bitches!
That didn't kill him.
One of them's making
Run after the outlaw. Where? Where did he go?
Leave him. He won't last out there by himself. That's my boy, Arthur. Good shooting. Goddamn O'Driscoll boy's here.
Why? I don't know. Maybe same reason as us.
Micah, go bring the horses closer to the house. Arthur, let's go search the cabin.
That's R. What is this? Hold R near items.
Like a party in here.
Turn the place upside down. Grab as many supplies as you can.
Salted
We
beef.
need the essentials. Food, medicine, whiskey.
Food, medicine, whiskey. Okay. Am I low health right now? Is that what, is it flashing? Is there like a trap or something?
O'Driscoll's. I don't believe it.
It's a strange one, all right. Maybe
Right.
they're hiding up here too. There's a big price on.
You gotta like
Colm
hold down a
O'Driscoll's
pretty
head.
long time.
Nearly as big as the one on yours.
Wanting Colm
Clothes
dead
cabinet
is about
take?
the only thing me and Uncle
How do I
Sam
know what's in there
agree
though?
on.
Oh, I see the hold meter. Okay. And sweet corn.
Oh,
Your health core
stop.
drains over time and is now empty.
Get your strength up for the ride.
I'll experience negative effects. They just like force me to be unhealthy so I can learn how to heal. Hold B. Eat a provision. What is the secondary thing on here? Moderately restores health and slightly restores stamina. This is slightly restores health and moderately restores Deadeye Core. This is just the sort. Alright. Enter? I have to press enter to eat it?
Place is
Or you could just click. Okay. I was like, enter's all the way on the other side of the thing. I was like, what the
We
hell?
could maybe move the women and Jack down here.
Fake.
We'll see how they are when we get back.
More
I
sweet
don't
corn.
really want us to split up.
Looks like there's this here too. Fruit, maybe? Baked beans. Can I just hold down? Yeah, okay.
I'm going to start packing the horses. You keep looking.
Blood? It actually says it's called blood.
Grab anything you think we can use.
The walking is very slow. I guess I can run, maybe? What does this do? Okay. So everything appears on the right side, it looks like, of the screen. What is this? Oh, just like a weird spot in the wood, maybe? I guess that's cool that they have different sounds and stuff. So hit this table, and then it looks like there might be a ladder. I don't know if I can use it or not. I guess I got everything on the table. Can I open this? You can pretty much hold R down the whole time. It looks like. Oh, it's money. Let me just hold R and walk everywhere. Let's do that. Is this an open cabinet though? Oh, he's doing it. Pieces of America cigarettes. Is this a game where you like smoke to chill out or something? Looks like there's something
What's
flashing.
taking so long in there?
Wait, it's a right click? Oh. Examine.
Let me finish searching the place.
Poor bastard was married too.
Toggle view. Zoom in. You can also zoom like this. Flip. Jake and Sadie wedding, September 1896. September 4th. Put it down. Okay. So interact is E, but R is my pick everything up weapon button. So this is gonna be a crafting game. I'm already sure. There's definitely gonna be crafting. Okay. I think we hit everything over here. There was a ladder though, right? Oh, this automatically climbs. That's pretty good design. Okay. How's my CPU doing on this?
What are you doing in there, Arthur?
Still looking, Dutch.
It's kind of slow. The picking up and stuff is very slow. Can I crouch? Doesn't look like there's anything else here though. Oh, you actually have to press down. Yeah, it's a little weird. But... Alright, it looks like there's still something flashing over here. Oh, it's just if you want to close. Wait, it doesn't work. Oh, there it goes. Whoops. Crouch. No? Isn't that flashing? Oh, it's just a reflection.
Arthur, get a move on.
Okay. Alright, what's out back then? Can I go out here? Does it just automatically open the door? Or does it as a close action? It doesn't let me close the door at all anymore. It looks like. What about this cabin? Can I go in here? The music changed? Nothing in there.
Micah, Arthur, keep looking for stuff. Arthur,
Am I
go
crouched?
see if there's anything in that barn. Micah, you search the cabin. See what.
Am I Arthur? Is my name Arthur? Yeah. Is this the barn? What about this thing? E. It's always hold down. I wish I could perma run. Is there a toggle? Why would I ever want to walk, really? Wait, this is... Camera relative, looks the same. Sensitivity? Wait. Controller? Hey, that's it? General? Can you really not do anything with the controls? Select. Customize. Oh, key mapping. Okay, here we go. Pause. Interact button, look behind. Camera cycle. Moving buttons. How can I use this? Run. Context action. F. Oh, it's space and F. Take carry. Q. Stealth is crouch. Jump. On horse. Whistle for horse is H. I guess that makes sense. Jump. Sprint, slow, stop, interact. Increase speed. Oh, that's like vehicles. Interact, lock on, attack, aim in the air. Buy, sell, equip. Menus. Radar, satchel. Activities. Oh, there's games in the game. You can play games in the game. There's photo mode. I guess you can't do it. Blurring. Photo gallery. Online stuff. Let me loop. That's emotes and stuff. Speed. Yeah, it looks like you just have to hold it down. Alright.
Bastard shot my cousin! Well, he started it! I'm gonna break your neck!
What's going on?
Now, this guy just jumped me!
Oh, did he now?
Well, he's not fighting back, really.
Sneaky little bastard. Should I kill him?
No. Not yet. Find out what they're doing here and where Colm is.
Oh, this son of a bitch will talk.
We're interrogating. We can beat him.
Oh, come on. Where's Colm O'Driscoll?
With the others. At an old mining camp southwest of here. Near the lake.
We can get different views on it.
Bastards.
Ask them what they're doing here.
What are you bastards doing? Why are you up here?
We're fixing to rob some train. Gonna blow the tracks. I don't know more than that, I swear.
Well, I would say it looks like you have this, Arthur. Do what you want with him. I don't care. But bring that horse when you're done. Oh.
I don't know anything else.
Choke, spare beat.
Please. They don't know.
3 hits kills him? Or knocks him out, I guess, maybe. Pick up a gun. Tab is pickup? I put R for the hat. Why is it a different button? Is there anything else I can pick up in here?
Whoa, now. Easy
There, boy.
Force bonding achieved? Alright. I'm not blocking that either, right? Leave the horse. You can't really run.
there. Still in there?
He's dealt with.
Good. That looks like a decent horse. You should keep him. Get that horse hitched. Don't want him bolting.
I don't think I can control where I'm walking.
Get away from me!
Micah, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Hold still, damn it!
Wild thing, ain't ya?
Leave her alone.
I wasn't doing nothing. She's one of them O'Driscolls.
No, she ain't, Micah. Look at her. Miss, are you...
Oh, you fool! Micah!
Miss, now, it is gonna be okay. We mean you no harm. Miss, come on. It'll be okay. We need to get out of here, and quick. Come on now. Oh. You okay, miss?
They came 3 days ago. And my husband, they...
Okay. Miss, you are safe now. And you can't stay here. You come with us. Arthur.
Miss, it's okay. We're bad men. We ain't them. It's okay.
I think I might do it like this, maybe.
Get on. We'll keep you safe until you figure out what you want to do.
What's your name, miss? Miss.
Adler.
Adler.
Sadie Adler. Mrs. He was my husband.
Hey! Somebody's coming! Looks like it's Dutch. Hey, everybody, Dutch is back! How'd you get on?
It's like the Hateful Eight.
Homestead, but he weren't the first. Colm O'Driscoll and his scum, they beat us to it. We found some of them there, but there is more about, apparently. Scouting the train. Thank you.
That's the last thing we need right now, Dutch.
Well, it is what it is. But we found some supplies, some blankets, a little bit of food, and this poor soul, Mrs. Adler. Miss Tilly, Miss Karen, would you warm her up? Give her a drink or something? And Mrs. Adler, It's gonna be okay.
I think it's actually
safe
running
now.
fine.
They turned her into a widow. Animals. I need some rest. I haven't slept in 3 days.
You're over here. Miss O'Shea will show you the way. Mr. Morgan, we put you in a room over here.
Thank you, Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Bell, you're with the fellas over there.
What? How come Arthur gets a room and I get a bunk bed next to Bill Williamson and a bunch of darkies?
Get yourself to bed.
Alright. That's how we're doing the Quentin Tarantino of this. We're just calling them darkies. Not a huge fan of that.
He ain't been seen in days. Weather ain't let up.
He's strong, and he's smart.
Strong, at least. Hello, Arthur.
Abigail?
Arthur, how you doing?
Just fine, Abigail. And you?
I need you to... I'm sorry to ask, but...
It's little John. He's got himself caught into a scrape again.
He ain't been seen in two days.
Your John will be fine. I mean, he may be as dumb as rocks and as dull as rusted iron, but that ain't changing because he got caught in some snowstorm.
Please go take a look. Javier?
Yes.
Javier, will you ride out with Arthur to take a look for John? You're the two best fit men we've got.
Now?
We're pretty worried about him.
I know. The situation were reversed. He looked for me.
Thank you.
This way. Last I know, John was headed up the river.
For all we know, he kept riding north and never looked back.
He wouldn't leave. Not like that.
Well, wouldn't be the first time.
Smoke. Come on, let's take a look.
Let's hope it ain't more of O'Driscoll's boys.
Well, seems somebody left. Recently.
I mean, I'm all tabbed out this whole time and it's working
That
pretty
way.
good.
Sure, well, come on then.
There's some tracks leading to the river. Let's cross. See, they continue up that way.
You think it's John?
You tell me.
Health
These are
horse?
horse tracks for sure, but it could be anyone. Let's
Your
just see where
horse
they
will
lead.
collapse?
So, you were there, Javier. What really happened on that boat?
We had the money, it seemed fine. Then suddenly they were everywhere.
Bounty hunters?
No, Pinkertons. It was crazy. Raining bullets.
I mean, I
Watch
could
out for this
move
crevice.
my logo stuff over to where I am, I guess. But I think something appears
Dutch
below my
killed a
camera
girl in
when I pick up stuff.
a bad way. But it was a bad situation.
Change camera
I feel
distance. Oh,
Continue along the cliff wall here.
that could be like first
Hey,
person.
stay on these tracks, come on.
This is first person mode. I think I'm gonna be as zoomed out as possible, right?
Davey got shot. Mac and John.
Is there
both
3
shot
zooms?
too.
It's 1,
Sean, we
2.
don't even know. I'm
No,
surprised we
it's
escaped
this,
at all.
1,
By the time you
2,
guys showed up from the
then
other
it's
side of
back,
town,
right? This,
we were only just
1.
holding on.
This is the most
Come on,
zoomed out.
let's keep moving.
Okay.
Bad business, all right.
Have
Cinematic camera.
Hard again.
We'll lose these tracks if we don't move fast. Despacio.
My horse will automatically follow. Let's see. You could really like make this your own, huh? The camera angle is the thing in this. You're the director? They let you be the director in this?
Watch yourself.
Well, now they took me out of it. That is an interesting way to deal with loading screens, I guess.
Horse, struggling.
Yeah.
You play it like a movie, listen to the story.
About this, Javier. We can't follow nothing.
Let's push on a little bit. Maybe we'll pick up the trail again.
I think the quality looks good though on stream. I'll have to play back the VOD later to see what it looks like, but it started out really shaky and now it's like
Hey, look.
super smooth.
You see that?
So that's nice. It barely took me any effort at all to. All I did was make it full performance mode, really, and their presets.
Let's see if he can hear us.
Is this how we? This is how we craft. Who's he shooting at? I don't see anybody else.
Come on. Up there.
Inspect.
This ain't good.
Oh, that's someone's horse. That was John.
He's coming from up ahead somewhere. I don't think we can go much further on the horses. We'll have to walk from here. I'd grab that shotgun from your horse.
You can only carry one
Who knows
sidearm
what's
at
up
a
ahead?
time. You can swap. Store it on your horse. Approach the saddle of my horse.
Grab your shotgun. Come on.
Oh, nice. Is this the game where I'm gonna like lose all my weapons later? Does that hold down? Q or E? Oh, I can switch them out here. That's my shifting. Maintain. Oh, your weapon is clean. Aim, zoom. Toggle view. So this is basically for all items have like an inspection, basically, kind of like Resident Evil had that. Back is F though. Okay. So we want to switch over to the shotgun. This is scroll forward. Shotgun is shells. Shows me 2 of 2 here. So far I haven't seen anything appear in the top right, so I guess that's the choice here.
Come on.
So if I leave my horse, then I don't have the option to shift, right? Because I can only hold one. What's horse cargo? B?
You're gonna have to move a bit faster.
Oh. Is this all? What is this one? Recent. Provisions, tonics. So this is like food. What does this one do? Stamina. Horse cores as well. Javier. Oh, we're with Javier right now. Stamina, Deadeye. The symbols also mean stuff. This gives the most things. This one is just health. This one is health and stamina. This one is health and stamina. This one is health. It looks like moderately is a thing. Slightly is a thing. I guess maybe there'll be more powerful ones later. I was not done yet. What the hell? Oh, it made me eat it. I clicked on it by accident. And this is the number I have. What does tonic do? Fully restores health. That's hilarious. What is this? Allows you to see in the distance. Can't scroll in here. Hide your identity while committing crimes. Hilarious. Collection of cigarette cards. Use. What is this one? A record of events. Chapter. What is that? This? Can I use W? Oh, you can use Q and E. Is this like everything that's happened? This is a lot of reading here. Holy shit. That's a lot of shit. Alright, what else do we got? Horse cargo. And then, what does this one do? Aim weapon.
Quick as you can, come on.
Okay. Well, this is gonna be one of those games where they use every single button.
You sure about this?
Is that gonna be the meme? You sure about this? Is like the boy of this game?
This way.
Boy,
Hey,
you sure about
Slippery,
this?
Be careful.
Can we actually fall?
High up here.
Can we fall off?
me.
Oh shit, we can fall.
Let's keep moving.
Alright. Well, I guess we're dead then. You know I gotta test it.
Down this way.
Alright, so you can fall. There's no barrier or anything. Doesn't like get you out of it.
Watch out here. Nieta, that we're high up here.
You're telling me. You sure about this?
Damn it, this is played at a lower level. Up. Damn it, recalls. Wait,
This way.
the level of the inner core influences? Oh, I see.
It's slippery. Be careful.
Do I know if Steam games require that the game be played on the same drive as the launcher? I do not know the answer to that. I have,
Watch your head here.
I would assume no, though, right? Because a lot of people have, like a faster drive for, well,
Let's keep
I don't know.
moving.
You would want to play, you would want to install the game on your SSD if you had it, right? I have a really large SSD that I got a long time ago,
Stay with me.
online. So I install everything on the same drive. I thought it was easier for me to do that, but I know a lot of modern builds, you'll have like a bigger hard drive for like storing stuff, and then you'll have like a fast one that's smaller, that may only have like the size of a console drive or something like that. So I have like a terabyte or whatever on my SSD.
You're gonna have to move a bit faster.
So I'm not sure. You'd have to test that out. I don't actually have... I have multiple drives on the thing,
Okay, from here.
but my games are always on the SSD because I want the game to load as fast as possible.
Stay close to the wall.
And that's the primary reason why we don't actually play console games that much, even though I have all the consoles. Well, I don't have PS5 yet, I guess. My son has one, though.
sounds closer now. Come on.
So yeah, you have to play the game on an SSD. But this game's a monster. This game is 120 gigs. So you better not be playing on a 256 SSD. It'll be like it'll be only this game basically. Damn, yeah. Yeah, I'm gaming every week, you know. My computer is like, I didn't spend a lot on consoles really. I put everything into this computer. So, like I have 4 monitors. I got specialized keyboard, mouse, mic, camera, you know, 2070 Super. Pretty good setup.
How you doing?
It's not the most expensive setup you can possibly do, but it's pretty good. This was my first attempt at liquid cooling as well, which actually has been working out really well, because it does get really hot in this room sometimes,
Designed for this snow.
and I like absolutely never have a problem.
Let's keep moving then.
It keeps the computer super cool. Your stamina core is no longer empty. Continue to eat and drink.
Let's
Is that what
keep
that says?
moving.
I can take out my gun like this.
Man, where are you?
Call John.
John, you there?
God!
Are you planning on playing this? I can switch. Wait, do I have different? Oh, the lantern. I don't need the lantern right now.
That's John! You're coming! Those down!
So what happens if I run out of stamina?
All right. Hot down, Marston.
Come on!
I slow down. Then it turns red. Then I go to a walk. I get blurry. The view is blurry. It doesn't take your health away though. He just doesn't run really. So how do I recover? Can I recover while walking? Yes. Crouching? Yes. Okay, but if I, what do I got? Can I put new things in here? Or it automatically puts stuff in here. So if I eat one of these, then it makes my stamina refill faster. Okay. First time you saw liquid cooling was you watching your brother's roommate water his computer like a
That's quite
plant.
a scratch you got there.
That was
I thought I'd say this, but good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
that ruined the computer. Yeah. It was like a. Was your brother like really young or something?
I don't feel too good neither. I'm freezing.
Don't die just yet, cowboy.
Wait, what do you just like poured like a drink on the computer or something? Can I change the cinematic view here?
Well, we can't go back the way we came.
No, I'm still controlling. I gotta walk.
Let's try this way.
Ain't you a sorry sight?
Can't argue with you there.
See? I told Dutch you weren't the right man for this.
Sure you did.
I don't think I can change the view here.
I don't think so.
Come on. Hopefully this will lead us out.
No jumping or anything. How do I get out of this view? Oh, okay. I was like, I can't see where we're going.
You see that on the ridge?
You gotta fight wolves now?
Perfect. I'll distract him while you get to the horses. Go. Draw them off.
All right, John, come on. Let's get you on that horse. We're getting you out of here. Distract them, Arthur. Shout. Shoot. Do something.
Hey, back out. Stay back.
I can't aim with this? It is pretty fast shooting. Ah, I'm dying. Can I knife him? Am I dead? I'm dead. Dogs are always the worst enemy. It just bled water into the cooling system. Oh, you needed to put water into the cooling system.
You head for the horses.
Okay.
I'll keep John's
Yeah, no, I got a
friends
closed
off
system on
until you're
purpose.
clear.
I didn't want to deal with that.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, I took the shotgun though, so I have to use it, right?
We'll leave them to Arthur.
It wasn't aiming before. There we go, now I can aim. Hold to lock
Getting
on.
you out of here.
Hey, get back.
Draw them off us, Arthur.
Wait, it won't let me lock on anymore.
Get away from me.
Ugh. What the hell? Can I eat right now? God damn, it's annoying. Dogs are annoying as shit. This is the worst weapon for this.
Look up there.
I'm gonna try to shoot one and switch to the knife, maybe.
Perfect. I'll distract him. while
Is
you
there a
get
way
to
to
the
like
horses.
speed the dialogue
Draw
in this
him
game?
off.
Okay, here we go, John. We'll leave them to Arthur. We're getting you out of here. Keep them away from us.
Damn it.
Come on. What the hell? I didn't press it twice.
Got 'em all. Good work, Arthur.
Can I craft on these guys? No?
Okay, let's get going before any more of these bastards show up.
Okay.
Okay, boy.
It's very snowy in this game. Oh, I ran too far away. Whoops.
You see that on the ridge?
Oh shit, it puts me back here?
You head for the horses. I'll keep John's friends off until you're clear.
What is the continue right where you are button?
All right, John, come on. Let's get you on that horse.
If we like run up a little bit, can we get a better shot maybe? Oh, now it won't let me aim.
Hey, over here!
I shot him already, what the hell? God damn it. This is so annoying. I died like 3 out of 4 times on these guys. Alright, so what is skip checkpoint? Oh, that's like... We never want to do that. Restart would go back to the beginning. I think I am doing it right.
Look up there.
Wait, how do you skip? Oh, there's photo mode as well. Of course there's photo mode.
You head for the horse.
Right, I'm gonna aim first, maybe.
Until you're clear.
Maybe if I crouch it makes it better.
Come on. Let's get you on that horse.
I think this guy comes first.
We're getting you out of here. Hey! Off us, Arthur.
I miss. Hey, wait a minute. Can I just eat a thing? It takes time to eat, maybe. He just ran away. Wow. The AI is different, depending on what happens. It's interesting. Am I at full health or no? I can't tell if I'm at full health.
Come on then. Let's get back to the others. Yeah.
Oh, I see it. It's like a quarter.
I don't feel too good.
You'll be fine. It's just like a dog bite.
Knew I felt.
Am I like healing right now or
Got
no?
by a dog.
I don't think I am.
Died. An hour later.
You ain't gonna die. Not yet.
Wait, that was barely any health. Am I out of items? Okay. It actually doesn't have the horse stamina up this time.
More coming down the hill. Get the hell out of here.
What, I'm off my horse? Oh, I crashed? I didn't know you could crash. Wait, I died? Or John? Oh, John died. What the fuck? What a dick. It's like the Oregon Trail. John has died of dysentery.
Easy. I don't
Watch
feel
out.
too good.
Control that horse. You'll be fine. It's just like a dog bite.
Knew a fella.
I guess you have to do this part at some pace.
You ain't gonna die.
I'm like trying to mess with the
Not
controls
yet.
and shit constantly. Yo, what up, Boston Nova?
Up there. More of them. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Look out on the right. More coming in on the left. Stay back. Get the hell out of here.
Shit.
Aléjate de mí.
Can I shoot my own guy? No.
You see any more, Arthur?
Don't think so. Jesus. You
It
still
does.
with
It
us,
won't let me
Marston?
fire.
Just about.
You're gonna be okay. But some shelter now. Should ride in the water for a bit. Try to lose the scent. Don't want to leave a trail right back to camp.
You know,
I guess this doesn't work. It just doesn't do anything. This brings out the weapon, this puts it away.
sorry for that scar.
This just put it away, I guess.
Freezing, bleeding, starving. Damn near getting eaten.
Is it faster to run in snow or water for a horse?
Let's cross to the left.
Yeah, come on. Let's push hard, get back.
See those buildings up ahead, John?
I would think snow, right?
That's where we
Unless
camp.
it's super deep.
Nearly there.
I guess this water is like pretty shallow though.
Come on! Someone help John down off this horse.
Can we get some help here?
So you all need to let me know how the sound and the visuals and if it's skipping and if it looks blurry or
We get
not.
some help. We need some help here.
Come on, help him down.
You're alive! You're alive!
Come on, here we go. There we go. Ah, you careful.
You want to watch a Will
Ah,
Smith
it's
and a
his
Chris
leg.
Rock movie?
Oh, come on, let's get
Lulz
you warm.
XD.
Thank you both.
They were both
This
dicks
is
at the
new low,
Oscars.
even by your standards.
But I think people are like
Thank
way
you, Arthur.
overreacting.
Thank
You
you.
got any other lost maidens need saving?
Especially
Not
for the
today.
Academy, by the way.
Have you and Dutch
Who,
talked
like-
about how we're gonna get out of this?
Gave awards to
This
Harvey
discussion with
Weinstein
Herr Strauss,
and,
when the weather breaks, suppose we'll have to
you know,
keep
Roman
heading east.
Polanski and
And all
numerous others who still have their awards
I
to this
know.
day.
The west is where our problems are worse. Come on, Herr Strauss, let's get warm.
So,
Thank you, Mr.
but I
Logan.
definitely don't think it should be a you know, take a side. Whose side are you on, Will Smith or Chris Rock? It's like if you're on either of
We've
their
been
sides,
running for
you are
weeks.
wrong.
We found shelter and
But for
been
different
resting here
reasons.
in some old abandoned mining town while we wait the thaw. Hardly the spring I
The
had been
achievements
hoping
appear in the
for.
upper right corner, I guess, but I guess that's fine.
So what now?
New journal entry.
We get strong.
Okay.
We get warm.
I could put my logo in the very bottom as well, I guess.
When the storm breaks, we move. But we're safe here.
Like, I could put this here, but it would, like, partially block the map.
You sound doubtful.
Not
This could go here,
just worried.
maybe.
We have been shot at before, Hosea. I don't feel that this is honestly anything new.
I hope not.
We had a bit of bad luck.
I mean, even if they physically took the award away, it doesn't matter. He already won the
We'll
award.
go back to Blackwater and we get our money, or we
So
get
that
some
it would
more
be like a
money, and we
symbolic
keep heading
takeaway.
west.
But we're heading east.
But he resigned. But, like, who cares? Like, we should all resign from the Academy. Who fucking needs them?
We're safe.
Bullshit anyway.
Stay strong, Hosea.
I don't think he ruined his career or anything. This will blow over as soon as people stop talking about it. I don't think anybody ruined anything. Everything's an overreaction. It's fine. The people that are like, I'll never watch a thing from Will Smith ever again, you know, fuck you. You know? You're gonna never watch anything ever again on Hollywood? Because that's what you would need to do. You know, unless you're just racist or something. The morality of what he did versus the morality of people that are still in Hollywood today, you would literally have to stop watching everything, except for like independent films, maybe. Nothing's gonna change at all. This will blow over in, you know, I'm surprised it even lasted this long, to be honest. It'll blow over in a week or two or so, whatever. You know? This happens every time. It's always a super overreaction. Happens every time. I still think this might be better, maybe. Keep it like this. Ongoing consequences? If there's any ongoing consequences, then it's also going to be an overreaction. You know? Like, a lot of the people talking about, like, you know, it's basically cancel culture at this point. You know? So, I mean, if they want to persecute Will Smith in any such way, then sure. But, you know, also persecute all of the other ones. If you're gonna do that. This shit, like, is this the straw that breaks the camel's back? A slap on Chris Rock for saying some super offensive shit? That's really it? This is the one? This is the one where we need to lay down the law? It's just so stupid. It's actually stupid. The Academy is like super racist. They've always been super racist. So if they want to take it out on Will Smith, you know, whatever. Go ahead. Some dumbass shit. Chris Rock didn't press charges. Nor should he. But I mean, it is his right to do it if he wants to. I mean, they're all friends. There's a lot of places to sit, apparently. Who is this?
Oh, my mistake.
Is this the woman we retrieved after killing her husband? Are we supposed to talk to one of these people? I could sit next to him, I guess. This guy? Writing notes. Oh, this is where we started. This room? I guess we leave, we go out. Let's try to sit here, maybe? Is there a dialogue option? There is.
How you feeling, Jose? You've been coughing a lot.
That's the cold. Thank you for bringing John back.
Of course.
Sure. Anytime anybody assaults someone, you can involve the police. You know, to be honest, I think most of the overreaction is from white people. Every single black person I talk to about this, and every single black person that I've seen post about this, has been pretty much like, you know, you fuck around, you're gonna find out on this situation, you know? So, I don't condone violence, obviously. Obviously, there's many other ways you can deal with this. I'm always preaching emotional intelligence. I'm always preaching, you know, realizing your actions and manifesting your actions in yourself, you know. And obviously, Will Smith has a huge reputation to follow, and Chris Rock has a huge reputation to follow because they're famous people and they're in public in the eye all the time, you know. But there's zero chance Chris Rock didn't know, in my opinion. Okay? He could say whatever he wants. You can read whatever articles you want. Okay? It's been public knowledge. Jada has been open about it from the beginning. You know, it hasn't been a thing. Even the way Chris Rock talked to her at the beginning, he was ad-libbing and just kind of going off of the show and people's vibes. Everybody's laughing. When you have the confidence as a performer, you start to throw in your personality and different things. You know, that's always been Chris Rock. He's always been doing that in all of his shows. So it makes no difference. He wouldn't do it in like an Oscar-like setting, you know? Of course. And so he ad-libbed and everything like that. But I mean, like when you start something with, you know, I love you, but, you know what I mean? It's almost like with all due respect, you know, the next thing that comes out of your mouth is going to be like super offensive. So, that's fine. He's a comedian. He said worse shit before. He said worse shit before about the same shit, actually. You know? So, I'm kind of surprised that Will Smith chose this moment, maybe, to stand up about it. You know? Publicly at the Oscars, it seems like an odd moment to go at this. But, you know, Will's kind of had a rough year, maybe, a rough 2 years with all the relationship stuff that he's had with Jada and, you know, the, what is this? This is like stash, maybe? Open drawer. Oh, there's another drawer to open? So it seemed like he was at the boiling point for his own emotional status, which is maybe understandable. But Will Smith, I feel like, even overreacted to the situation, you know? Like, that is not really a proper reaction. Chris Rock says that shit all the time and has said that shit plenty of times before. Very similar stuff. He's a comedian that definitely goes on shock value quite a bit, you know? And a lot of comedians do that, you know. Other names that you can mention are like, you know, Carlin, you know, Bill Burr does it a lot. You know what I mean? Anybody that talks about racial issues in their comedy, a lot of times is going for the shock value. And Chris Rock does do a lot of racial issues, you know? But he's been widely accepted mostly by, you know, mainstream white America. You know, so he's kind of been accepted with the way that he presents his comedy. You know? Which is one reason why he would be someone that would be up in the Oscars to host in the first place. You know? So, but there's no possible way that that was a written joke at any point by anybody. There's no way the Oscars would have said this is the thing to say.
I thought, like
Zero chance.
A couple of days on the lam, you lot have all turned yellow. Apart from you, of course.
Shut up, Micah.
I ain't never seen so many long faces. I guess folks miss them. That fell. But when I fall, I don't want no fuss.
I think it was an overreaction. I think Will was maybe... I mean, Will even laughed at the joke originally, you know?
Probably.
You can see him on camera.
Funny, huh? Sure.
I think everybody was just kind of in the moment of the stuff.
Like being laughed at by the likes of
You know?
you two.
Stop it!
I think it'll blow over once people
You fools punching each
get
other
over it.
When Como Driscoll's needing punching.
It's the whole thing was an overreaction.
Come find us. All of
Yeah.
you. We got work to do. Come on.
Are you sure about this, Dutch?
Yes.
Folks been through a lot recently. We hardly back on our feet yet.
And the last thing we need is to get bushwhacked by Como Driscoll. Let's go.
I know you hate him, Dutch.
He's here for us.
I doubt that.
No, you're just doubting me.
I would never doubt you, Dutch. You always said revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
So it's kind of unfortunate how it unfolded like that, because there were so many memorable things that could have been more important to be in the news, like Questlove and Samuel L. Jackson, Denzel Washington, and a lot of the other stuff, you know. So it's just unfortunate that that's what people want to focus on.
Think now is the right time to hit
But it's just
train.
too much. It's like it's literally like you know, the sweetest food for white people, man. It's literally the sweetest food for white people. Oh shit, a black person did something wrong. Oh shit, a black person who is super famous and widely respected and widely accepted did something wrong. We should villainize them forever
He said follow the main trail south
based off of this one mistake that they made in their life. It's like bullshit double standards, man. They'll give Harvey Weinstein 81 tries before they fucking pull this dude out. And let him keep all of his Oscars and never resign or anything. Will Smith has like kind of a personal overreaction to someone doing their job, you know, maybe poorly in the moment.
What's that? Tracks.
And everybody's gotta like pretend like he's a, you know, like he's a hardened criminal, and he was like this the whole time. You know, it's so weird how black people have to be absolutely perfect. You know.
You good, Dutch?
Of course. Listen.
Even KBJ, man, they're grilling KBJ so hard, and she is literally perfect. Like, perfect record, perfect job qualities, job description, way overqualified, way more qualified than any judge ever nominated to the Supreme Court in all of history. In all of the American history. The most qualified person ever. Grilled like
What he did to Annabelle,
she just robbed the bank and got away with it.
You killed his brother, Dutch.
yes, I did.
You know?
And I hope the
It's
bastards
it's
will
an
reunite
obvious
soon enough.
takedown.
That's how
It's an
this'll
obvious
happen.
try to take down.
Damn right, boss.
So, and if any takedown comes of it, it's fucking bullshit, man.
See that smoke?
It's fucking
Let's
bullshit.
cut up here and take a look. They said it was near the
So,
lake.
but I
We
definitely
must
don't
be
think that
close.
they shouldn't allow this behavior ever at the academy. They shouldn't have allowed this behavior back when John Wayne tried to come up on stage. They shouldn't have allowed this behavior when Roman Polanski. They shouldn't have allowed this behavior with Harvey Weinstein. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on, and it's like I'm blue in the
All right,
face.
gentlemen.
I'm actually blue in the
This is
face.
it. Are
So,
we goddamn
the fact
ready?
that they didn't take any action on the night
Good. Now,
after someone on
Morgan,
camera assaulted another
help
person
your
who
little-
happened to be the
see if we can't get
host
a
of the
sense of the layout
fucking
of the camp.
biggest show of the year.
Mr. Williamson, Mr. Bell, you two take up a hidden position just
You know?
outside the camp.
The biggest
Mr.
award
Summers,
show, maybe I should
Mr.
say.
Escuela, you two hold position
You know,
here.
they did the same thing with
Let's go.
the mishap with Janet Jackson during the Super Bowl. That was a big time viewership thing, and every white person was like, "Oh my God, she's such a slut. She did this on purpose. She's trying to corrupt my children. We need to change everything. Like, she literally put tits in my child's face. Like, I don't even know what to do now. I can't even walk outside. I can't even go to school. Like, what are they, like, at school, they're trying to feed my kid into all sorts of different sexualities and tell them that they're a terrible person. And, oh my God, I can't believe we have so many black people in this country. It's just like so ridiculous, man. It's like the people make it like this is a normal reaction, but it's been an overreaction for so long that people actually expect it to be like this now, which is so sad. So sad. I think about it all the time, man. When are we gonna get to the day where black people don't have to be scared to just like live normal actions and normal lives, you know? Because this is a super celebrity who's basically, Will Smith might have maybe one of the most perfect records of all time for black people. You know? Like maybe the most, like he's literally the Wayne Brady of Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like if Wayne Brady went to the highest of the highest, like white people love this dude. White people love this dude maybe more than anybody. And as soon as he did one mistake, the first time, pretty much, they came down so hard. They came down so hard, like, put this dude in jail. It's so ridiculous.
I thought you were going with Dutch.
The right click is like my talk to people type of thing. It'll like automatically do it. This guy's nothing to say, I guess. Yeah, Weinstein was ejected long after, though. He was like that for a long, long time. Weinstein is one of the few examples where they maybe backtracked on that a little bit. So Chris has made, even if Chris knew nothing about the alopecia, he has made a documentary before on black hair. And black hair is one of the things that's been a hard subject for America. And I don't even need to get into it right now. You can do plenty of research on this subject. Many people have done it. John Oliver has done a special on it. There's been so many people that have done a show or an episode or something on this subject. Right? It's a very sore subject for black people. So Chris Rock has to literally be living under a rock to not know this. And he even made a documentary about it, so he knows this. So even if she was doing it by choice, it's still not the greatest setting to bring up any jokes about black people's hair as a black person. You know? So I personally believe that he knew, because he would actually have to be retarded stupid to not know. You know, like he has been in the public light and had been doing specials and comedy specials and did a documentary on black hair and is aware of all the racism and everything that, you know, beguiles every black person in America, and knows how black women have it even worse than maybe anybody else because of the oppression and just like how horribly we treat women and how horribly we treat black people. And then being a black woman, there's, you know, you probably couldn't get a worse treatment from America as a standard, unless you were like also trans or also gay or something as well. And I definitely don't condone any of this behavior. And it pains me to even have to talk about this. So, but the thing is within the black community, if Chris Rock had said that shit in like a dinner party or something like that that wasn't on camera, that would have been the same reaction, I'm sure. You know? By a lot of people would have had a similar reaction like that. You know? Regardless if they actually hang out on themselves, they're both aware of each other, and they both worked with each other, and they both talked with each other before, and they've been in a lot of public spotlight before. And Will and Chris have been together in a lot of things. So they should have some level of respect, I would think. You know? And so, I don't know. I feel like it's hard to even think that Chris Rock would be under any sort of pressure. But with him like hosting an Oscars type of thing, I can feel like if he were to have any type of pressure at this point in his career, this would be the time to have it. Because it's like an all-white production, right? This was actually the first Oscars that was put on by a black person in all of history as well. So there was actually a lot of milestones to have this year for this award ceremony. That was not about, you know, someone hitting someone. So I think for the world to be progressive and for Chris Rock to be one of the most progressive, maybe not the most, but definitely has been progressive in his comedy, you know, he should be a little bit more aware, I think. You know, I mean, maybe he's a dinosaur at this point. Maybe he's getting passed up by the changes of society and the acceptance of certain lifestyles and people, and really maybe doesn't understand this, you know? And there's always going to be a camp of people on this subject who's just like, comedy is subjective and people can say whatever the hell they want because it's American freedom of speech, you know? But we've always had a problem with separating that amendment with consequences. Just literally consequences, right? Because, yeah, I have the free right to do whatever I want, right? I can take my car and drive it off a bridge into water, right? But the consequences of that is that I'm going to be doing property damage, I'm going to be destroying my own car, and I'm going to be risking my own health, right? Those are the consequences of my actions, right? So in this situation, someone is saying something extremely offensive to someone that they should probably be supporting and someone that they have maybe supported in the past, right? And for as much oppression and racism that there is in this country, to be backstabbed by someone who should be on your side by default and really has no reason to be against you is taking, you know, low blow, low fruit, you know, easily hanging fruit type of comedy. You know what I mean? And for someone at his standards and for someone at his high part in his life where he has been a fully decorated and fully established comedian, you would think that he'd be a little bit more aware of it. And it might be a little tone deaf. He might be a little tone deaf at this point. You know? So I'm sure Chris will reflect on this a little bit and probably talk about it in his next special. And maybe we might hear an Aziz Ansari type of confession out of this. which I think will be nice to hear from Chris. So the difference with Matthew McConaughey would be he did that by choice, right? Jada's condition is not by choice. I don't know if Will thought the joke was funny. I think Will was in the moment and being in the public spotlight, and there was a lot of funny jokes on the time. I don't think his reaction was unusual, actually. I mean, when you're in the moment and you're laughing at things and people are talking and stuff like that, you tend to laugh. Like, I've laughed at super racist jokes against minorities before in like the spur of the moment, like hanging out with friends or whatever. You know what I mean? Hanging out with friends, maybe they don't even realize I'm black because I'm like I'm like a lighter skin tone, and a lot of times in a business setting, I'll be like dressed, differently, in a more like, like drab type of formal thing. You know what I'm saying? But people have definitely misinterpreted my race before talking to me. And I've heard people admit things that I don't think they would admit to a black person. And in those situations, it's a little awkward for me, right? Because what do? I can laugh and ignore it, right? I can not laugh and then be questioned, possibly. I can call them out on it, right? And if it's someone you barely know, like how much effort do you really want to put? It's the thing with black people in this country, or with any minorities really, or any person that has been oppressed, or has had like some sort of resistance to an everyday type of life. In certain situations, a lot of times it is best to not react, right? Because you don't really want to put yourself in the crosshairs in a lot of these situations, right? At the worst scenario in some of these situations, you could be arrested or shot, or, there's a lot of situations where it can get very bad very quickly. And even if you're completely in the right and you did nothing wrong, those people could still end up in jail or dead, or, the person that did it to them could maybe not even be convicted. If it's like, like I'm to tell you right now, if a group of white people really wanted me killed right now and like came to my house or whatever, I mean, I have like little chance, depending on how powerful they are or who they know, I think. And that type of thing is a little scary at sometimes, you know what I mean? So if it's someone like at work, or if it's someone that you know through like a business thing, or if it's someone that you just randomly met at like a party or something like that, or like at a concert setting or something like that, do you really want to like bring up a deep conversation about how they are being uncomfortable? It might be hard to explain it to them without them being angry. You know what I mean? So I find myself in the Will's position a lot, where I say, oh, I didn't know I was going to get stabbed by someone who I thought was my peer, maybe, as at least on a business level. I think in my business trips, someone has definitely said something to me that's been super offensive before, not knowing my race, probably. And maybe even if they did know my race, who knows? Maybe they were testing. And at that point, a lot of times it feels like it may not be really worth my time, right? There's a lot of things with black people, especially, at least for me personally, where the concept of, is it worth my personal time to tell somebody that they're out of place, right? And in a lot of situations, I would rather choose not to tell them that they're out of place. You know what I mean? And it's a little unfortunate, right? Because sometimes the situation, you know, that the person that you would attempt to help in that situation would not receive the help well, or would not receive the help at all. You know, and maybe your relationship with them would even get worse uh, on you telling them this. You know what I mean? And if it's a business setting and you need to work with this person for a while, or if it's contingent on a big deal and you're like one of the business consultants or something like that, it's just not the thing to rub at the time. You know what I mean? So it's just like a weird nuance that you can have in a lot of these situations. So I don't think it's really unnatural for Will to immediately laugh first and then realize that, you know, after the fact that he didn't really like the joke and Jada didn't really like the joke. You know, so I don't really think it's an unnatural situation, but it makes like really hilarious memes though. You know, because you can have a situation like this one's hilarious, man. I got one for you right now. Tiffany Haddish. I mean, Will's son even said that he was okay with it. I mean, it seems Will's son, Jaden, always backs up his father, pretty much, no matter what he does. So I'm not surprised that he did that, but I think that's wrong. You know, I think our tendencies are still pretty old-fashioned in a lot of sense. I mean, how many of us were hit by our parents? You know, like we've been brought up with violence in our homes. I just saw memes the other day about people. You know, I just saw memes the other day about people choosing their weapon. You know, my mother hit me with a sandal. My other mother hit me with a switch. I had to go get my own switch. I got the belt. Pretty much every black person I know got the belt. That was me. My dad hit me with the belt. You know, but the thing is, it was different times back then. Do I think it's right to hit people with the belt? No. And even my dad has admitted as much. You know what I mean? But my dad got hit with switches and stuff. He had to go pick out branches to get beaten with. You know? So would I wish that on myself? No. I think that would have been obviously worse, but you know, the belt wasn't that much better really in the scheme of psychological, you know, pain. You know? Am I really learning a lesson from getting whipped with a belt? I'm just being afraid. Right? Instilling fear into your children doesn't really open up the conversation with how they're feeling. You know? But there wasn't a lot of emotional intelligence stuff back in the day, and there wasn't a lot of talk on mental health, and there still isn't a lot of talk on mental health today. And in fact, if you want to go get mental health help, a lot of times it won't even be covered by insurance, depending on what you have. And that can be pretty expensive for certain people. You know? So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Will's parents beat him when he was a kid. Based off of his behavior here. It's kind of a knee-jerk reaction. So, my dad also went to Catholic school and got beat with rulers and stuff, too. So, obviously, that's not great. I mean, I went to some stricter schools. Like, I went to a private school that had church every Wednesday and Sunday and was, like, pretty devout Christian and stuff like that. And we would be given pretty severe detention for pretty minor things, like if you were out past curfew or if you didn't do your homework or You know, if you missed the class, or if you're even 5 minutes late to a class 2 times, you got a detention. And it was an hour-long detention. So, and the first one was always like Friday night or something. So, your first offense that you would receive a detention for would put you in a position where you would lose a clear free time. It wouldn't be like a Thursday night, you know? I'm not my father. I'm going to be, but he's very public about his abuse with his dad, you know? I mean, there's a lot in the African American culture, but I think there's actually a lot in a lot of cultures, you know? Definitely a lot of religious cultures have it. I just watched a video earlier today where it was a Middle Eastern guy. His name was like Rahmed or Ahmed or something like that. And he was reenacting what to do against your mother if she comes at you with a sandal. And he was talking about like, oh, I'll break her arm, or what I really like to do is throw her over my shoulder, kind of like the karate throw or whatever. And then his mother's like there behind him, and is like, "Can you show me again?" And she slaps the shit out of him with the sandal, dude. He gets fucked. And obviously that is like a TikTok video, hilarious, whatever, right? But really, that's not good behavior. Like, a mother should not be doing that. There's another guy on TikTok who does the same thing where he reenacts all of his family members. He does his mother, his brother, and himself, all has himself. And he changes his face a little bit in the TikTok videos. And it is hilarious, but most of the punchlines are him getting beat by his parents or him beating his brother, you know? And I beat up my brother, too. I was the older one, right? We watched a lot of wrestling as kids, you know, so we like choke slammed each other into the beds and stuff like that. I think maybe the worst thing my brother ever did to me was like we had apple trees in our backyard, and we used to pick up the apples and throw them at each other and stuff like that. And getting hit in the head with a hard apple is pretty bad, you know. That does not hurt. That does not feel good. No, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Chris got beat as a kid too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of cultures that have this mentality. You know, it's not just this, you know, Latino, Mexican, Chancellor, Black American. You know, a lot of cultures have this. So I think it's nice that a lot of parents of today have taken on the challenge of trying not to hit their kids at all. You know, I think we try to do it here as our family, but I've definitely had a Will Smith slip up before. You know, not like slap my kid in the face, obviously, but you know, the kids are rough with each other sometimes, and sometimes you just have to separate people and remove people, and sometimes it's by force, and you don't really wish to hurt anybody. You know, but it's hard to maintain order, especially with 3 boys, man. I think this is where we're stopping, by the way. We got to figure out the watch party. What are we doing tonight? I gotta go to the bathroom like super bad. So I think it's a little bit of a generational knee-jerk reaction, overreaction. Um, you know, it's also old-fashioned for a man to defend his woman type of thing because it's not an ownership thing. It's an equal partnership that you've decided with your partner, you know, whoever that partner may be. There's not a dominant partner, or there shouldn't be a dominant partner. And I find myself, uh, when I'm talking with my wife about things that we want to do with our family and make decisions about how to spend our money, I do find myself taking authority in some of those situations. And I've talked with my wife about it, and we've gone to marriage counseling with a psychiatrist a couple of different times. We didn't go too regularly, but we have talked about it a lot of, how some people may feel like they don't have a decision because of how stubborn or how strong the other person's opinion is. And then us talking out about how I can use my words or my actions or how I can approach the situation so that I don't make the other person feel like they are lesser than me, right? But it still slips out sometimes. Like in my relationship, I personally make more money than my wife. I don't think that matters to me. And I don't think that it matters to her so much, right? And I don't think it really matters because we're married and together our salaries are our family, right? But when we get angry, I sometimes will say something that implies that me making more money gives me more authority, or me making more money gives me the right for anything, you know, as a justification, even, right? And that's definitely wrong. And to me, that's like a kind of a knee jerk, I'm angry, so I know this will upset you real quick, right? Kind of reaction. And so we've definitely talked about it a lot. And I've tried, I think maybe it's an old fashioned thing that we were grown up with, and maybe even in the media, of how the male needs to be the dominant, take care of your family type of situation. And people have taken that to very extremes sometimes, even committing crimes or killing people or, to defend their family. And it's definitely a double standard there too. Like there's been people, you know, in certain states that have killed people on the street instead of calling 911 or instead of locking their doors and abstaining from the situation, you know, and and people have been okay with it. They've been treated as heroes, but that's a different subject. Um, but it's certainly something that I try to work on in bettering myself. And I feel like everyone needs to have some sort of work on themselves. And this country really doesn't give you a lot of support in terms of bettering yourself mentally and emotionally so that you can deal with some of these situations, and so that your first reaction, knee jerk reaction, whether your ancestors did it or whether your parents did it or whether it's something that you've witnessed in the media or in public figures that you admire, as something that's accepted. And the academy is one of the places where they've accepted a lot of abusive behavior, and they've accepted a lot of man over woman behavior, and it's been very uncomfortable for many years, and it hasn't been so much in the public spotlight for many years because, and also racist tendencies as well, going back to the John Wayne stories and stuff like that from back in the day, um, at the Oscars. They haven't really been progressive in terms of limiting that behavior, and that's something that I am more aware of because, you know, all of our, if you're around my age, your generation parents were probably more abusive than you, at least emotionally, just because of like what the norm was at the time, right? And what was accepted behavior, and how each role should play out depending on what race you are and depending on what sex you are. And my story has always been, how can we make everything the closest to equality as possible? How can we give every single person, no matter who they are, whether they are black or white or from another country, trying to assimilate into America, or if they don't speak, any particular language that you think they need to speak, or they don't have a certain hair color or eye color or height or weight or sexuality, you know, or they abstain from a sexuality, or they don't want to, they have different pronouns, or they have different rules about how they want you to talk about them, right? Those are all things that we should be accepting of our neighbors, because those are things that people have admitted that that would make their lives, feel more accepted, right? And so I've always been this statement I like to make a lot is you can't have inclusivity by exclusion, right? So if you're trying to eliminate any group of people at any point for whatever reason, through schooling or through knowledge or through works, different jobs or different statuses or different races or anything like that, then you're not really being acceptance to all people, right? And that's, to me, that's not equality. And I don't think we have equality. I don't think there's equality anywhere in the world, actually, unless it's like a closed group or something, right? And so that's kind of the struggle that we've had from the beginning of certain types of people trying to take dominance over other people, whether it be, national dominance or race dominance or sex dominance, right? Or sexuality dominance, right? So, and some people won't listen to this stuff, but I do like talking about this kind of thing. I think you need to talk about it. I think people need to talk about it more. I think our emotional intelligence as a people is rising when we talk about this stuff. Um, if people want to come in and troll and be like, "Oh, you're just another liberal, woke, racist, whatever," they can just fuck around until they find out. But for the people that do want to find out, I think I think we can have a progressive conversation about it, and I think we can identify issues that may not have been in focus before, and we can start to talk about those issues. And as we talk about those issues, we can get more people to think about those issues. And when we get more people to think about those issues, then we can start to get people to make change, because you can't really do it alone, right? No one's going to come to my stream and listen to me talk about this stuff and then go do something, right? Probably not. But if we can get a group of people together, like they did with the unionizing of that one place in Amazon, which unfortunately I feel like Amazon's reaction to this is going to be to close that area, but which would be very unfortunate. But these type of things, when you have power in numbers, right? Outlaws with Christopher Walken. I'm always a huge fan of Christopher Walken. Not a huge fan of Die Hard. I feel like Die Hard we should watch for Christmas more than this, but I am not opposed to celebrating Bruce Willis. I've been a Bruce Willis fan pretty much the whole time. He's made a lot of good stuff. I do like a lot of his movies. They're not super thinkers most of the time, but I think that's okay. So, he's you can be a fan of Bruce Willis just like you can be a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger, pretty much. They make entertaining movies. They do a lot of cool stuff. Fleabag is your vote. Fleabag or Mozart in the Jungle. Throw some suggestions out. Yeah, you guys decide. I'm so overdue to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna explode. I'll be right back, but we should think of something. I think, by the way, thanks so much to VPR for Red Dead Redemption 2. We will start it again. I mean, I could just continue from here maybe, but we will play it officially on Thursday. I did a stream test today. CPU was good, GPU was good. I was able to Alt-Tab out and do all sorts of things with the stream, and it wasn't skipping. So the settings that we have it right now, I think, are appropriate. We may need to adjust like volume and camera placement, stuff like that. I did it a little bit today, but I think we have it like pretty good. Jazam did contribute 50% to Red Dead Redemption 2 as well. All right, well, shout out to Jazam as well. I was going to say Jazam had donated a couple other games that we had already played as well. But you guys are funding the stream, so I can't quit streaming, really, if we still have a backlog. So I would play these games on my own time anyway. So unless I get so old that I can't focus on stream while playing, then I guess we're going to keep it rolling. Plus, the The Saturday nights have been pretty fun too. I have been doing a teleparty on Discord as well. Those have kind of just happened spur of the moment. I do want to shout out, or at least explain out to everybody who's in chat right now. If you want to use the teleparty Discord to teleparty your own stuff, everyone is free to put links in whatever they want if they want to teleparty something. I think it may be a little bit better if you plan, but I haven't really been planning. Some people have showed up at different points. If you have an alternate viewing method, you could still hang out in the Discord chat, just like we do for the watch party chat. So I feel like it's another way if we want to expand our watch parties on off nights, meaning not Saturday, not Thursdays, for things that are not on Prime. So we can watch things on Netflix or Hulu or HBO. There's a lot of cool stuff. I've actually recently been going through all of the Batman movies. I watched the Keaton movies. I watched Forever and then Batman and Robin, and we did some Twitter and we did some Discord on kind of like, enjoying these movies and enjoying the old movies, and then also giving some commentary on how they've aged and giving some commentary on what my favorite thing to discuss is with Batman movies is, does the actor play Bruce better or Batman better? And I like to rate each actor on that. And then, everybody rates the actor on who's the best Bruce, who's the best Batman all together. And I will do that too within the conversation. But I love to discuss who is better at Bruce or Batman. And I think rewatching some of those old movies, my nostalgia glasses were on heavy with Keaton, I think. And so able to rewatch some of those and even, see some of the limitations that they had with the filming from back then to today has shed some new light on some of those things. So it's fun. It's fun to go back and be a critic a little bit. I don't get paid to do it, but it's still a cool thing to talk about it. So, reading my tweets post watch is gold too. Oh, really? Wow. No one really reacts on my Twitter, so I kind of feel like I'm invisible sometimes on social media, and that's fine. There's no requirement to people to react to everything on my Twitter or any social media, to be honest, really. But I think it's that kind of like narcissistic, like kind of mentality that you have when you're on social media. Like the people that do the best on social media, like the hit tweets and stuff like that, have like 1 million retweets and 1 million or thousands of likes and stuff like that, right? And people following them, and then they start plugging their shit and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like it's the same illusion of America. Like anybody can make it in America. Is that really true? You gotta be fucking lucky as shit, or white privileged as shit, or have a lot of equity from your family line, like be a prince or some shit, right? Or be the son of Will Smith or Bill Clinton or whatever to have a leg up in this country a lot of times, right? And I feel it's the same way on Twitter. Am I really going to ever have a hit tweet? No, because no one looks at my Twitter. So, do I really care about that? I shouldn't, and I don't really care that much, but it's also kind of hard to be on social media and not care, right? Because you just see everybody else winning, and you're like, when's my time to win? But it's probably not going to happen. So, but that's the illusion, right? The illusion of anybody can hit it, right? Anybody can hit the lottery at any point, but not really. You're really just taxing yourself extra, So I try to detox a little bit and kind of like meditate away from that thinking, because I think it's a little destructive personally and emotionally to kind of think that you're unless people react to you, you're not really getting fulfillment or something like that, right? So, but if you guys love my Twitter, then that makes me happy. So VPR actually saw my April Fool's joke. That's cool. So no one reacted to it except for people trying to spam me, because they thought I was actually really joining the website. But it's still up. I actually even applied for the account through their official application and everything. You have to like send a picture of your passport and everything. And they obviously rejected me. I knew they would. It's obviously a joke. But they sent me like a super formal way of rejecting it. So when they sent me the super formal way of rejecting it, I was like, I had to post that. It's just too hilarious, right? So use Twitter super low key, yeah. I mean, I know everybody's kind of like, some of you are on Facebook, some of you are on Instagram, some of you are on Twitter, some of you are only on my Discord, some of you just join in when you see the notifications on my Twitch. You know, some of you only catch the VODs on YouTube, maybe. I don't know. So, you know, I've always been a proponent of, you know, it is what you want to make of it, right? I'm going to be here on my schedule. And if you're here, that's great. If you're chatting, that's great. If you're lurking, that's great. If you watch the VODs, that's great. If you only catch the clips, that's great. If you look on my Discord, that's great. If you only participate in the Discord and nothing else, that's cool. You know, I think all of it is, I've always been a super opening, welcoming community. You know, anybody, I don't even want to put any rules on chat. You know, you guys can chat about whatever you want. You guys can say whatever you want. You guys can talk about whatever you want. You know, there may be consequences, right? Because your actions have consequences, which is something that America doesn't like to admit. But other than that, you are free to do what you want to do, you know? And I think that makes a pretty cool community, and we kind of policed ourselves. To this day, I have 0 mods. Maybe I should admit that, but nobody mods my channel, and we've just been rolling by, you know, rolling by the public, rolling by Twitch chat. You know what I'm saying? So if I was like a super big streamer, or if I got trolled as hard as Quinn69, you know, then, you know, maybe this would be a really toxic community. But I really appreciate the vibe that I've given off on my channel all these years. And maybe I've grown a little bit in my channel to kind of accept what is okay for this channel. And I think all the people that have been here and all the people that have talking in the channel and supported the channel and donated to the channel have given off that same type of vibe, even if we don't disagree, even if we disagree at times, you know. And so, you know, if a super conservative Christian hardcore Ted Cruz type comes into the chat tomorrow, we gotta be inclusive, right? You can't be inclusive. You can't have inclusivity to all people by exclusion. So they are allowed to speak what they are going to speak, even if we don't agree with it, right? And that is maybe a challenge in life, to not be triggered by those things. So I'll be right back. That's food for thought from Jobs on a Saturday right here. Jobs on Twitch. I love you all. I like that this channel has still been able to stay online for all these years, just based off of, you know, the vibe that you all have given me. So I'm going to take a break and finally go to the bathroom, and we'll be right back. Thanks so much for watching.